In my new role as corrupt official, I had to give up some of my favorite habits. I couldn't turn off my phone when my head ached. Couldn't sleep till noon on Saturday and let the rest of HQ take up the slack. No more days off to go fishing. But my weekly visit to the old colony club was more like tradition. One night a week, I absorbed cigar smoke, the vague smell of alcohol, the stench of urine, all mixed with toxic levels of old drunken belches. Same picture it was 30 years ago. Tradition's gotta be honored. And to stay faithful to the tradition, you've got to respect the standard rituals. When you're about to roll out of the club, you need to take a deep breath and count to 100. If your stomach doesn't do a backflip, you should be good to make it home. This time, I only got up to 60. I was interrupted.
Why? You look even better than you do on TV.
There's nothing more impolite than approaching people in the alley at the old colony. This is the most private place in the city. All who enter here dirty their shoes with the most elite stream of vomit in Freeburg. This asphalt has been blessed by judges, lawyers, artists, businessmen, and all our politicians. Takes a lot of balls to crash the party. My head was a drunken haze, but I knew who he was. A cartoon gangster suit straight out of Dick Tracy. Fancy voice, fruit cologne, sassy strut. That's how the newspapers described Vikas Varga, rising star in Freeburg's criminal underworld. He appeared out of nowhere, and with the support of the local punks, Varga broke all the old rules of organized crime. He killed those who could not be killed, traded what could not be traded, and robbed those who could not be robbed. In just a single month, this man had gathered an incredible amount of power. He's been called everything from a clown to a madman to a criminal genius, and more often than not, he's called a low-class upstart short on ideas. But if Vargas was one of the old crime bosses, he'd have been cut into pieces and fed to the river. Look past this guy's arrogance, and there's something about him. The city is still deciding what to do with him. Meanwhile, he's burning down the houses of old city mobsters. Not the best time to talk, Mr. Varga.
Ma, you know my name. I'm flattered, although not very surprised, to be honest. I might be a little short on manners. Like they say in your fair city, with the right manners, you can go anywhere. Well, I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay right here.
Even the criminal world needs manners, Mr. Varga. And one of them is this: don't interfere with a drunken cop who's trying to take a shit and puke at the same time.
Oh, you exaggerate. But is Freeburg always so gentle with its officers? You've been a bit roughed up lately.
I see you already know Freeburg quite well, Mr. Varga.
Well, I love to learn and look around. But I do know that the inhabitants of this fair city should be friends, Jack. Maybe it's true I don't have the best manners. After all, it's only polite for friends to share their phone numbers. This city of yours moves so fast. I feel like I'm hooked on amphetamines all over again. You wake up in the morning full of ideas, and by nightfall, you've all had each other killed. So don't wait too long to call. I don't mind if you're drunk. It's all the more fun. I'll be stoned myself, most likely. Hell, I'm a little stoned right now. It's the only way to live in this place. I like your city, Jack. I'm here to stay.
If it weren't for the phone number written on my arm, I probably wouldn't have remembered the conversation in the morning. But there was no reason to worry. I'd be getting a reminder soon.
Okay, and welcome back to This Is the Police. So now we've got another gangster joining us, putting the squeeze on our police operation here. So we'll see how that pans out. Right, Vickers Varga, we'll find out what goes on there as we go on. So the Goldenberg, Rogers is responsible for Freeburg PD breakdown. Yes, he definitely is. That's the Mayor Rogers. Freeburg Tribune is reporting Mayor Rogers is displeased with the police department. Oh, right, lovely. Okay, then, fair enough. The Fact, Freeburg's #1 paper. I think we're doing a good job. What's he on about? Anyway, right, The Fact, Freeburg's #1 paper. Students volunteer to help farmers. I think Mayor Rogers has got an ulterior motive somewhere here. Corrupt politicians and the like.
My morning ritual was plagued by the smell of Vickers Varga's fruity cologne. It was like the sharp citrus scent was chasing me around the house, as if Vickers was right there in my living room. When I finally realized the smell was coming from a big basket of oranges, it didn't put me any more at ease. I'd opened my door to lots of threatening mail, evidence of criminal wrongdoing, even a dead ferret or two. But fruit? Never. You the fruit guy?
Excuse me?
Was it you that brought the basket of oranges?
Nah, it was here when I arrived.
Fine. So who are you?
Today, I'm your driver.
And where are we driving?
To work.
That's it?
Yeah, we have to make an important stop along the way.
Where?
The ranch.
What ranch?
Just the ranch.
Fine. The morning seemed surreal, and I took in the magic. Why wreck it with meaningless chatter? As my tight-lipped chauffeur drove an hour through God knows where, I started to feel like I was in the middle of a bad dream, probably lying bloody and concussed in the alley behind the old Colony Club, my nose buried in a rotten orange peel. But no, this was no dream. The silence was real. The sound of the engine was real. The dust was real enough, too. And there was the ranch over the horizon. It all seemed familiar. The Sand family's overbearing mansion has been the talk of the headlines for decades, but few have managed to get closer than a few miles. I guess I'm just lucky. I didn't know you took private meetings, Mr. Sand.
Only if I expect good company.
I'm surprised my company ranks at all.
Today, yes. Today is a special day.
So it seems.
Do you often go to the old Colony Club, Jack?
Every week.
Meet any interesting people there?
As a rule, no.
Sometimes you make a date, right? Sometimes make new friends.
Sometimes, I guess. But that's not why I go.
And why?
I consider it a hobby.
A hobby. Do you know anything about my hobbies?
Well, judging by the half-dozen animal skins I stepped on walking over here, it's not much of a reach to say you like hunting.
Love it. Well, I say that now. It seemed so tedious when I was a child. Took ever so long. But now I'm older. I've developed a new talent.
What talent is that?
Patience. The will to wait for the right moment. Let's say you want a deer. You know, you deserve it. You've even decided what dishes its meat will go to and where you'll mount its horns. But to get that deer, you've got to wait. To sit in the bushes and stay nice and quiet. Professional hunters will tell you that the hunt is a rare craft. There are many rules. It's shrouded in mystery and ancient skill. Well, that's all complete nonsense. To get a deer, you just sit on the sidelines for a long enough time, pinpoint the moment when it's finally time to shoot. I learned the talent, Jack, But not like you, oh, Jack. You truly are the master.
I don't understand.
Oh, come on, Jack. I know about the $500,000. I know your plan. Kendrick told me everything. Needless to say, I'm impressed. While some people learn to hold their breath for minutes on end and not to rustle the leaves too loudly, why you decided to just become the foliage. You turned yourself into a bush, surrounded by deer who've been so fruitfully multiplying for decades. But all this time you've held your rifle at the ready. Forgive an old man his imagery, Jack. I've the heart of a poet, I confess.
Look, I don't know what was said between you and Kendrick, but it sounds like you got it wrong.
Oh, I think I understand everything just fine. And I think we understand each other quite well. Jack, in the coming war, we'll make excellent partners.
What war?
One war falls upon every generation. My grandfather drove out the Ambersons back when he was 27. My father destroyed that psychopath gangster Maurice Bell when he was a sprightly 30. At 69, I'd begun to think my war had passed me over. But my time has come at last. Tomorrow, Vickers Varga declares war, and I'm obliged to answer.
So, we're talking about Varga now.
I don't know how he thinks. I don't even know whether he plans his actions or not. I can't divine his purpose. Hell, I don't even know where he comes from. He's a man not of our breed, wouldn't you say? But when he arrived here, I invited him in, told him we could work together. An official invitation penned in my own hand and written on some very expensive paper. And can you imagine his reply? A fruit basket. What sense can be made of such a message?
I guess it means whatever you want it to.
Precisely.
I'm late for work, Mr. Sand.
You know, Jack, I could just give you $500,000 right now, cash, whatever denominations you like. But I would never insult you so. If I went stalking my prey for so many years, I wouldn't want someone else to shoot it for me. I understand you, Jack. And I'll never ask you for anything that's contrary to your nature. Just think about our conversation. Think about it. And call me.
Okay, he won't ask us anything contrary to our nature, yet he asked us to turn a blind eye to crimes. Okay then.
Like I said, it's a whole new life, and I've had to give up some old habits. One of them, keeping away from things that don't concern me. Now I can't afford the luxury. This spotlight I'm under, concerns is all I got.
So now we can choose to stay on the side of Christopher Sand, the Freiburg City Mafia, or we can help Vickers Varga, the new guy, try and take over. You know what? I don't like Vickers Varga. I don't like his attitude. I'm gonna help Christopher Sand. I like the old school mafia kind of sense and sensibilities kind of way of doing things. So let's help Christopher Sand.
Tell him it's Boyd.
Okay, that was all that needed to be said. Tell him it's Boyd. Right, okay, so, DeBrito, I'm too tired, I can hardly walk straight, can I go home? Yes, you can, DeBrito, go on then. Well, I accidentally broke my bathroom mirror while I was getting ready for work. My dad always said that it's 7 years of bad luck, but I know it's a silly superstition. So didn't someone else use this excuse already? No, you're not having a day for breaking a mirror, sorry. We might need you on a case today. All the officers are in. Happy Drake's in. We got our new guy with the epic beard there, the survivalist beard. Let's go in straight in. Let's go to map. I'm not spending any money on extra tunes either, because we've got 49,100 and we're on to day 12 now. Alright, take care of the hero. Tomorrow is going to be the day. Don't let anything happen to him until then. Right, well, he isn't even at work today, so it doesn't matter about that. That's that Williams guy in the last episode. You remember the Freiburg mayor's office and that, going to award him for doing something heroic or whatever. Anyway, here's your week's salary. I hope it doesn't disappoint. No, we don't have. How long have we got before? We've got 3 days before we can put in another request for another increase. And now we've broken the 50,000 mark. $50,552. Right, only another 450,000 to go or so. Right, massive fight. We received a call from the club manager who said that a brawl broke out in the main hall involving over 20 men. Security are keeping back because some of the combatants are carrying knives. Several wounded are already lying on the dance floor, but no one knows why the mayhem broke out. Right, Petska, Kochi, Sabaki, Asano, send Darnell, the new guy on the case, and take the paddy wagon. You want to take the SWAT as well? Take SWAT as well. Go for it. Go, 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 go. Put an end to this massive fight. At such early in the morning as well. Just wondering what we can waffle about now while I wait for another job to come in there. It's a very quiet morning. We've got assaults in the suburbs. We don't have to waffle. 2 teens walking their dog got into an argument and eventually one of them unleashed the dog on the other. The police were called by a girl who was riding her bicycle nearby. That's no way to treat your dogs, guys. You know, dogs give you energy. Remember that? Remember that? Oh my word. Reinforcements. They want reinforcements. Okay, you can take Yancey and Drake. Go, go, go. They've gone with SWAT and all them officers. Was it 4 or 5 officers they took? And SWAT, and the paddy wagon. Right, well, if any jobs come in now, we're in a bit of trouble because we've got everybody is out and about. So, homicide at the church. We can't do anything with that. A boy is struggling on the ground, barely holding off an angry dog that's trying to grab him by the throat. 5 shots in the air. Put on the dog's collar. Hit the dog with a taser. Let's fire some shots in the air. The dog lets the boy escape, and its owner starts to flee. Order the teenager halt, run after him, borrow the girl's best, run after him. And yes, the offender's been called, officers are unharmed. Lovely. There you go, you won't be setting your dog on anybody no more. The massive fight is over. Let's see what happened there. The offenders are caught. Offender, as in like one person has been caught. A massive fight, it was called. And offender. Shouldn't it say offenders were caught? Offenders were caught, officers were unharmed, and civilians unharmed. Anyway, whatever, let's carry on. Because you want these officers back. We've got 16 seconds to deal with homicide at the church. Come on, hurry up back, guys. Hurry up. Hurry up, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, look at that. Parishioner Maria Serpentine reported the sounds of gunshots inside the church. A bearded man in a hat entered the confessional, and then a minute later I heard a few gunshots. The man calmly left the booth, took off his hat and crossed himself and sat down on a pew. I think he's praying. Purdy and Austin. I can't send anyone else with you at the moment because we haven't got anyone else available. Now everyone's back now, look at that. Attempted murder at St John's Hospital. Linda Howard, her words slurred, said the dentist paralysed her face during her latest visit. The monster struck me with some kind of poison. Arrest him. You know what? It seems to me that she just had a bit of dental treatment. Darnell. Do we send Darnell with a beard? Let's send no one, maybe? What do we reckon? No one? I'm going to send no one on that. I'm not going to waste my officers. Let's just wait and see what happens. I'm going to take the chance on this one. Maybe we should respond to it. Now I'm feeling guilty. Say something did go on there. Oh, let's just leave it. It's too late in the day for that kind of decisions. We'll leave that. Homicide report. Oh, the offender's been caught. Oh my word, we've lost an officer. So, officer down. Austin's been shot. Offenders caught, the officer is dead, civilians are unharmed though, and we found some loot. Non-automatic weapon. Oh my dear. Oh, that's broken my heart. That's the first officer we've lost. And hopefully the last, not on my watch, okay. Officers found non-automatic weapons at the scene. What do you want to do with them? Bring them back to play. Let's ask the mafia to sell them. Let's make some profit out of this. There we go, that job. See, let's see what this was. The girl was injected with normal painkillers. There we go. See, it wasn't. It was a false alarm. Ha ha. called that one. Austin, what are we going to do? Someone's got to go over and inform her family. But in the meantime, I think we can actually... No, not here. I wonder if we can actually replace her already. No, not yet. It's still showing that she's working, so... Oh well. We'll just replace her. Purdy's back. It's okay, Purdy. You need some counselling. Terrorism at Christopher G. Sands Ice Arena. An ice cream vendor noticed a suspicious black bag which has been lying unsupervised on a bench for the past few hours. That's a lot of officers want to go to that job. Let's send Sabaki and let's send Darnell out, and we're going to send SWAT again on this one because it's near the end of the day now. It's getting on the evening, so let's send them out. If you notice as well how the speed the time goes at and this driving, so this car's driven from here. I can't remember what time that job we sent them out, but if you look already like an hour, it's taken them an hour to drive from there to there, like ludicrous. Officers arrived on the scene and observed that there's something moving inside the bag. Stay back until the bomb squad arrives, shoot the bag until it stops moving. Or open the bag. Let's stay back until the bomb squad arrives. That seems like a sensible idea. Offenders been caught, officers unharmed and civilians are unharmed. Yeah, shoot the bag. That's like a typical American cop response. Shoot the bag until it stops moving. And there we go. That's the end of day 12. And before we go home, we have to go around and inform Austin's parents. We need to do some paperwork for this dead employee. Oh, we can declare this person dead. Or we can delay the paperwork. Now, if we delay the paperwork, it means we can actually claim her salary as our own as well, and then bung it in our own bank. But you know what? I feel terrible for doing that, and she was a great cop, so no, I'm going to declare it dead, so the person, her family, can begin to the process of mourning her. And on to day 13, unlucky for some. Goldenberg reports the Corn Monument to be demolished by summer's end. The Freeburg Tribune, Francis Kendrick won't succeed Jack Boyd. And the fact, Freeburg's #1 paper, City Administration to finance a dance festival. There we go, they're going to have a nice dance festival in Freeburg. It's got to get that car sorted out. The court is deciding the custody case of my children today. They are crying and afraid that they won't be allowed to live with me. I have to get to this hearing. Can you get... You know what, Williams? That is a genuinely good reason for a day off. You know, it's like, you know, dads count as well. Go, go, go. Get over there, Williams, and I hope everyone... Actually, wasn't it Williams' awards today? Wasn't Williams supposed to get an award? So, is he lying to me? Williams. Something's going on here. War. So Freeburg's first mafia war in decades has spread across the chaos across the streets. Major criminal gangs vie for power, and the outcome of the struggle is impossible to predict. One thing is certain, a couple of weeks from now, only one family will rule the city. So I'm guessing we've got this to deal with now, a mafia war breaking out across the... Okay, take care of the hero. There we go. Jack, keep up the good work, and we'll make sure that your final days at Freeburg PD are much more comfortable. That's another job we done there, right there. Police station, we can hire the officer we lost on shift B, so we're going to hire another officer for shift B. I'm going to go for Felix Beckman, Brody Pope. Felix Beckman, I like him, he's a happy face. Shift B, please. Well done. Right, we close that. We've got our first job come in already. A passerby rang the police when he saw a naked man running through the streets pursued by a woman carrying a large kitchen knife. The woman was shouting, "I'll gut you, you fucking faggot." Lovely. Less said about that the better. Right, okay, we're not having that kind of actions on our street. Vandal, Gardner, and you know what? Birch Jr., you can go. Proceed. So that guy got his medal today. Williams, and also his court case for the custody of his children. Sands needs our help, as it says up there. Sands going to help, obviously, so Eagle, the familiar eagle. Varga stirred up some punks and they went and attacked one of the family right in the barber shop. That kind of sounds rude, right? Varga stirred up some punks and they went and attacked one of the family right in the barber shop. Oh, they got him right in the barber shops. Anyway, we've already sent our own men, but we don't know how many scumbags we're up against. Can you come to join the party? But don't get in our way. Samadi and Birch, go. We can send them out for the sands. We've got to keep the sands up. I guess this is part of the gang war going on, isn't it? So we've got a hit and run the city centre here. What's this in here? An unknown vehicle struck librarian Klimek Kalinowski. The victim was found at a pedestrian crossing. He drove off. So the victim was found dead at the scene. So we put Vickers on the case with Moser and Rositsky. Go. Attempted murder report. Offender's been caught. Officers are unharmed. Civilians unharmed. That's the guy that was. That's the girl that was shouting at obscenities that we don't want to repeat. Not on this channel. Okay. Oh, another Sands job. Wow, this gang war is really starting to kick off. So what we got here, Mr. Matt Paul, witness. This dark-coloured car comes tearing around the corner, hopped the curb, kept going, knocked the man over, and didn't even slow down. Mr. Jerome Alvarez, bartender. Not long before the crash, I kicked a couple of drunks out of the bar. They were having a fight with some of my regulars. Anna Kalinowski, the victim's daughter, said a few days ago Dad had a fight at work with a couple of young people who were causing a ruckus at the library. The whole thing almost came to blows. They threatened him before they left. Mr. Eugene Hopkins, witness, said, I saw two people in the car. They went right by me. The man in the passenger seat had a beard. Okay. And Mr. Boone, Rolando Boone, a colleague, said Klimek thought he was being followed. He said he saw the guy everywhere. Said it looked like someone had some problem with him at the library. Okay then, well we can't do anything else, mate. We've got 4 photos to put in this case, a slightly tougher case. Christopher G. Sand. Mr. Sand's nephew looked out of his window and saw some of Varga's men smashing up one of his cars. Looks like someone needs to go remind them that kind of behaviour. Birch Jr., off you go. You can go and sort that out. Birch Jr.'s face there, he looks like someone that would kind of like be a bit of a corrupt cop. Don't know why, but he just does. Stereotyping again, Stephen, stop doing that. Okay, massacre, Eddie's Burgers. A girl entered Eddie's Burgers, ordered a Diet Coke and started shooting at the other customers with a handgun. Only in America, kids. The cashier called the police and in the background there were gunshots and screams. Meanwhile, the crazy woman is shouting, I hate fat people. Right, I'm glad she ordered a Diet Coke. Right, okay, Stovall, Bukarakara, Van Dahl, Birch and Samadi, and get SWAT over there as well, please. Go. That's a lot of cops to that scene. But you know what? Showing these fat people no love is not a very nice thing to do. You know, as the old saying goes, fat people's lives matter too, you know. Okay. And we've got her. That's it. Well done, you. Close. Another job done. Like it wasn't very far away with all those cops responding to the scene. Birch Jr.'s back from his Christopher Sands mafia job there. And it hit 6 p.m. in the day. Armed robbery at the city centre. An alarm came in from an armoured truck. Armed men have blocked a street, shot out the armoured truck's tyres and are trying to seize bags of money. Okay, Stovall, go over there again. Rucka. Van Dial. Birch, Samadi and Birch Jr. Father and son are on this job. Proceed. An awkward silence descends as we wait for the job to come in. Let's just go pull the blinds down. I like the effect of the blind going down as it changes times of the day. Okay, the narrow street is blocked by 2 vans near the armoured trucks. Three armed masked men have surrounded the truck, and one of them is carrying a blowtorch. On the roof of one van is a 4th criminal who shouts something to his accomplices as he sees the officers approach. We can say, "You are surrounded, surrender peacefully," or "The blowtorch won't work, you'll need to use dynamite," or "Shoot the robber who's standing on the roof of the van." Wow. You are surrounded, surrender peacefully. The criminals take out their automatic weapons and open fire. Retreat back down the alley, go on the offensive and take them out, hide behind a truck or patrol car and fire from cover. Let's do that. Offender call. Officers unharmed. Yes, well done, guys. Excellent job. Well done. Bring them back. What an excellent job that was. We've got to fight the dump now. I'm just going to let these guys come. We've got plenty of time to respond to this, so I'm going to let these guys get back first. I think we might have to go giving Stover a bit of a break. He's looking fatigued. A night watchman, during his rounds, followed some noises to discover several homeless people fighting over a bundle that was lying on the ground. Okay, Bucker, Rucker, you're in charge of this one. Gardener, and let's send Birch Jr. over. Let's boost him up a little bit. Go, go, go. It's not been that busy this evening on day 13 as we begin to reach midnight. There we go. Hit and run report is in, and we've got 3 frames. Let's open the investigation. Let's see what the 3 frames. So it says a dark coloured car. So this is actually a red car. Okay, hop the curb and kept going, knocked the man over. So not even on the curb. Hop the curb there, knock the bins over. Got blood on the thing there. Well, we still haven't got enough frames. We need 4, and we've only got 3 photos. So, well, they get 1 each. These detectives, there's 3 detectives on the case. Well, they get 1 picture each. The situation is more serious than before. So the bums at the dump want extra backup because they can't handle. You know what? Go. You know, there's a couple of bums are there having a bit of a fight, and they can't go in there. They go there and have a massive gunfight over an armoured truck, and yet they want backup for a few bums fighting over whatever it was they found on the ground. That's the end of the day now anyway. No more jobs will be coming in now. As soon as these guys are done, let's get the bum fight in. Offender is caught, officers unharmed. Again, once again, it's only 1 offender in that case. There was bums fighting, so there's more than 1. But hey, you know what? There's only 1 that's guilty in this case. Well, anyway, let's end the day of 13 and go on to 14. And yes, that long pause kind of worries me. Okay, well, something seems to... Ah, there we go. Jack Varga is strong, but he can't compete on equal terms with the oldest criminal gang in Freeburg. Just make sure that Sands stays ahead on points and we'll have nothing to worry about. Okay, so it's 2-2 at the moment. So Sands is 2 and Vargas is 2. So we're kind of even Stevens. Alright, continue. Stovall is absolutely shattered now after his day, and so is Birch. That was a busy day, guys, for you guys. Day 14. The Goldenberg says city crime rate increased by 31%. The Freeburg Tribune, Mayor's nephew expresses desire to become FPD chief. Really? And the fact, Freeburg's #1 paper, Freeburg farmers report record harvest. Okay. Oh, he's got to get this car sorted out, surely. Everyone's in for work. Good morning, Birdie. How are you? Let's start. Straight into the map, and let's get this day underway. Matthew Arshire, what's this? Your friend sent you. Oh, that's the cells of the guns from from when the girl got shot, the officer that got shot. We got some non-automatic weapons from there, so we got $1,017 from that. So, we can take it all, or we can share 50% of our staff. You know what? Let's share 50%. Let's not get greedy. Let's keep everyone sweet. We don't want to have the finger pointed at us, bruv. So let's carry on. The Sands need our help. Our people were scouting ahead of Mr. Sand's movements, and we spotted a punk carrying a gun. There's sure to be a few more of the bastards lurking nearby. Let's get together and turn the tables on this slime ball. Crew, Drake, Darnell and Beckman. Go, go. Let's send the beardy man over there. Destruction of property at the 2000 arcade. This is the arcade, wasn't it? We sent guys to earlier on to play the game. The attendant at the arcade called in a complaint about 2 teenagers who broke the steering wheel off of the turbo nitro machine and are currently fleeing the scene. Okay, Purdy and Yancey, go get them. Darnell, Beckman and Drake are on their way back. The wife of the mayor's press secretary loves choral singing. Today is her birthday, so please send me some men with good voices. I'm going to send Asano and Sabaki over there. Because it's, 2 men. Let's send him 2 women. Especially after all the hoo-ha about the women's rights stuff in the previous episode. Destruction of property report is in. We got the offender. You're not breaking up. No more arcade machines. Not on our watch. Well done, Purdy and Yancey. Back you come. Illegal arms sale in the ghetto. An eyewitness reports that a man is selling weapons on the street right out the trunk of his car. Someone is getting shot every night around here. You need to finally do something. Yes, we do. Petska, Kochi, Darnell. That do. Go, go, go. I didn't want to send Beckman and Draco just yet. Just in case any Sands jobs comes in and we need to keep Sands ahead of the game in this war, it seems. I wonder what had happened as well if Sands, we've sided with the Sands if they lost. I know they want backup. Okay, take Yancey and Purdy. Go. Yeah, as I was saying, I wonder what would happen if we sided with Sands and that Vickers Vargas bloke won the war. I wonder what would happen then in terms of... Doesn't bear thinking about, does it? Okay, the firefighter, a dock worker, sighted several armed men making their way between some cargo containers. Soon after, he heard several shots and some screams. The precise number of armed men is unknown, but the port officials report seeing at least 5 people. Well, the only ones we've got available is Beckman. Let's close this a minute. We've got 31 seconds. Have we got anyone on the way back? These 2 are out, aren't they? I thought they were on their way back. Is anyone going to get back in time? These guys are on their way back. It's going to take them... Because there's gunfire around there. Up. And we're waiting. Come on guys, hurry up back. Hurry up back. Hurry up back. Please hurry up back. Lovely. Right, okay, there. A dock worker site, 7 armed men. Right, okay. Petska, Kochi. We're going to send Yancey and Purdy. And we're going to send SWAT and the paddy wagon on that. There we go. One of our minor deliveries got intercepted by some fucking punks. Boxes of towels, napkins and various cooking utensils that were supposed to be going to the ranch are now scattered across the highway like a circus sideshow. They're having a laugh and making us look like clowns too. We're not too broken up about the towels, but we still need to teach those punks a lesson. Okay, Drake, you can go and deal with that. Go and teach them a lesson. All these jobs for him. What's this one here? Mr. Boyd, I feel bad about coming to you again. No, don't feel bad. We didn't do anything for you last time. This is the guy with the records. Okay, but you're the really one who can help with this. The records that my ex sued me for, well, I got them back, of course. And I guess this could be nothing, but her big-nosed brother had his sights on them. The idiot even hired a private detective who's been at my store 3 days straight, and now he has the audacity to come to my house and accuse me of being involved in the records disappearance. I don't know if he has any evidence, but the risk is just too high. Can you scare them both to make sure they stop poking their nose in other people's businesses? My store is open for you anytime. No, we're not going to bother with you. You can crack on with your own problems. Okay, farmer, psychiatric patient. Yeah, why are we here? The Samaritans anyway, trying to sort out all these people's problems as well. Farmer, psychiatric patient Liboko Clark called the police because a maniac was harassing people at the mall. According to Liboko, there's a killer on the loose. It will stop at nothing. Okay, we've only got 2 officers left, so let's send Darnell and Beckman. Go, go, go. Let's just hope that nothing else comes in until some of these have been done. I wonder how Subaki and Asano are enjoying their singing assignment. The police detachment arrived on the scene and found 3 corpses and 6 criminals armed with automatic weapons surrounded the cargo container. The criminals spotted the police and 2 of them already rushed to escape. Shoot the criminals, fire a couple of wounds in the air, everybody freeze and put your hands on your head. Let's do that. The remaining criminals are hiding in the shipping container. You are surrounded, come up your hands up, begin the assault or improvise a way to smoke them out. Let's do that, smoke them out. Oh yes, offenders caught, officers unharmed. And we found a bag of cocaine, a big parcel of cocaine. Wow. Now we should bring it to the police station and keep drugs off the street because, as you know, drugs are bad, kids. But you know what? On this occasion, I need to make money. Let's ask the mafia to sell it. But hey, kids, drugs are bad. Don't do drugs, okay? Okay, let's crack on. Illegal arms sales report. And the offenders being caught, officers unharmed, and civilians are unharmed. Oh, and we've got some more loot. Look at this, non-automatic weapons. Let's ask the mafia. I've got no problem about asking the mafia to sell them. The man's suspicions were raised by a shopping centre employee wearing a costume. He was dressed as a hero from the movie, dressed in blood. He was pretending to menace visitors as part of the fun, but he wasn't going to kill anyone. Okay, well, better to be safe than sorry. That's what I say. I wonder who lives here on this little island. I wonder if this is the mayor's mansion or something mad. Or maybe it's like a Rikers Island or whatever it is, but a prison. I don't know. Oh, we've got the Sands Ranch here as well. Mafia will falsify special crime progress. Oh, we've had this before, have we not? Investigation check mafia. So we can have a detective killed or someone killed off by the Sandses there. And that's the end of day 14. Let's look at the Sands is slightly in front now. 4-3. The score is 4-3. Look at that. Go on, the Sands. Still pretty close though. And well, since we've been recording for a while now, I think that's a good idea to end it on day 14 there. And once again, thanks for all watching and enjoying it. And you know, if you are enjoying the series, make sure you give us a thumbs up. We'll continue with this right to the end, hopefully. Please be sure to comment, like, subscribe, thumbs up and all that malarkey. And yes, I love you all for watching. Take care and bye for now.